Hey guys, back again with another review, and this time it's of We Still Kill the Old Way, a British crime movie which was written and directed by Sacha Bennett, and it stars Ivan Ogilvy, Alison Doody, Christopher Ellison, Danny Boy Hatchett, James Cosmo, Tony Denham, Nicky Henson, John Samuel Gandy, and Danny Dyer, Danny with an I, Danny Dyer's daughter. We start out by seeing Richie in Ogilvy. He looks like he's got the life. He's got the money. He's got a bit of OCD when it comes to cocking the gun. He has to do it 3 times. Other than that, he's got a perfect looking woman in his life. And you're like, who is this woman? You know, she must be his girlfriend or something. Later on, you find out who she is, and it kind of makes you feel a little bit bad for, you know, like feeling that way. We find out he's got the life and he's supposed to see his brother Charlie. Well, Charlie, he's a bit of a talker and he's in a bistro. He's walking home and he sees this girl called Lauren, played by Danny with an I, Dyer, who's practically in the midst of getting raped by her boyfriend, Aaron, played by Danny Boy Hatchett, who basically has messed her around and he's got her to this point. So Steven Berkoff, playing Charlie, he tries to help her. Well, he ends up getting killed, and Richie decides he wants to go back to England to get his revenge on E2, who's run by Aaron. Now, he meets up with his old friends, Roy, Arthur, and Butch. Now, it's good to see some old-timers back in Ogilvy. Christopher Ellison, who was in The Bill, and James Cosmo. It was great seeing them back. Butch, played by Tony Denham, to me is in stuff anyway, and I won't classify him in their league, if you get what I mean. But it was all great to see them all together. Now, they work together to get members of E2 and to basically find Aaron and take him out. The problem with the film is it's very slow, it's got terrible dialogue, especially from E2 and Aaron, their leader. He doesn't seem menacing, he just seems like he's got really bad conversation skills. He'll talk like this. Yo, I need to get you. Yeah, I want to rape you. I want to do things to your body. Oh, yeah. What, man? Yeah, bloody. And you're like, what's he talking about? Like, there's one part in the movie where he grabs hold of some girl's pushchair with a baby in and hangs it over the balcony. It sounds interesting, but it really isn't. You kind of don't like it. There's a boy in the gang called Dean who doesn't want to be a part of it. He doesn't seem like a bad person, but the problem with it is that you don't get much character development for him. Like, I'd like to have seen more of him doing stuff, but was trying to stop it. Because his relationship with Lauren never feels like it's really shown. It feels like they're just thrown together in scenes to make it look like they've got a connection when they really don't. And that's the problem. The final scene in the hospital is a bit silly because where are all the nurses, where are all the doctors, where are all the patients? It's like they're on a floor in a studio and it just doesn't look right. It's a very claustrophobic feeling. There's no real... And you don't see any of the actual violence at all. It's like you see it, but you don't see it. And in a film like this, to get the grittiness of it, to get the crime aspect of it, of these old gangsters who come back to fight these young hoods, you want to see some violence. We want to see, like in The Craze, where you see him stick the sword through the guy's hand. You want stuff like that where it makes you go, wow, these guys are old time and these guys are scary. But they're not. They just look like lovable granddads who are going around with good hearts trying to beat the gangsters of today, which in my view are not real gangsters. They're just hoods that go around committing crimes. But no problem with it is they keep going on about in their time, no, this would have happened. In their time, this was this and this was that. And you're like, but in your time, you were the criminals. You were the people that did the wrong. And now you're going on about these because they break into people's houses and rape people and stuff. And they're going about how it's not fair anymore. Well, life isn't fair. And I feel like the movie really hasn't got a great script. The dialogue is horrendous. The story had a lot of potential. It could have been really good with the old-timers against the new people. But it just didn't have enough time to grow. And the script was poorly done, in my view, because you just felt like it was rushed. Like, they get the 2 guys, they torture them, some other stuff happens, and it never feels like you actually get that real war. And most of the time, you see E2 sitting down and go like this. Yeah, man, I need to do this. Yep, I need to do that. I need to do this. Oh, what's he doing over there? A lot of people seem to have bad conversation skills nowadays. So they talk with really weird slang and it doesn't make sense. And I think that is one of the things that ruined this movie. I know it's supposed to be trying to be realistic, but at the same time, there's reality and then there's over-the-top stupidity. And this movie has it. So overall, the film is okay to a degree. It's one of those standard British films you see nowadays that get churned out where you watch it and you're like, why do I keep watching these? They're not good. They're not that great. You get the odd good one amongst them at times, but this is really not one of them. It's highly disappointing. Seeing Ian Ogilvy in it was pretty good and seeing Christopher Ellison was good. But other than that, I won't go out my way to buy it or watch it if I was you. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you've watched the film, let me know what you think of it down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and take care. Thanks for watching, guys.